Lock the axle. Back on duty, driving. Rock and roll. Technically, I should have put 4 chains on. I only put 2. Colorado has a chain law, period, where California has a minimum and a maximum. Minimum meaning, I think what I just did is minimum. Maximum would be 4, and what they call a drag chain. 2 drag chains. That is a chain on your trailer axle. Both sides. So technically you need a total of 6 chains and a backup to be legal. If you have 6 chains and you don't have a backup, you were called an illegal. If I ever got busted in California for that, I would say, well, I thought this was a sanctuary state. I thought you protected illegals. You think that would fly? Nope. CMV driver, for one thing. The second, color of my skin. I would have no problem on here without chains. See that? Oh boy, actually he was a young guy, Mexican guy, I think. He threw chains on as well. Only on his drives. Of course, 4-wheel drive, you don't need them on your, you don't need chains on your steers. I always joke around in California, one day we'll require chains on your steers. And then another thing I joke about is the DOT, when are they going to start giving us citations, writing us up, pay a fine for farting in our truck? Of course, that's extreme, but I'm just saying that's how they do CMV drivers. The last time I went on this pass, I did it barefoot, meaning no chains. Nobody's coming too, that's why I'm being lazy about this. These S-curves right here. I don't know what made me chain up today versus the last time. I know I would have made it. But when I left the freeway, they had that really dangerous snow. When I was driving like 40 miles an hour, because I know it's dangerous, and it's right on the cusp where it's warm enough to be water but yet cold enough to be ice, so you get that ice mix. And man, I got CDOT coming up on me here, man. I don't need to go slow. Oh, he's going the other way. Good. Okay. Because when I say don't need to go slow, I don't need to be going up when I'm going on these hills. I need to be able to get my speed up. And if they're just putting along, you gotta hang out wide because my trailer will go into his lane. I need to be able to keep my speed up. It's really important. See that road up there? Can you see it? At least you got to see my tires finally, and so you need to do a little quick chain. We were there about 10 minutes. Beautiful day up here today. I'll probably take my chains off at the top. Someone comments, I'm going to go over here, get my speed going. We're at 32 mile an hour, 31 actually. No spinach, 18 degrees. Downshift, and I have to lock my gear. You don't hear my chains. We're doing 26 mile an hour. You see some people who put their chains on and they're doing 5 or 7 miles an hour, like that one Johnny Be Good video. He's like clink, 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 clink. You gotta have them on tight. That's the secret. Put them on nice and tight. This is cold enough up here. I would have got good traction. But I law abiding citizen. 15 mile per hour hairpin turn. I think it's some good snow up here compared to the last time we were here. And anybody coming? Nope. Drop a gear. Easy on the throttle. Oh, I got chains. It don't matter. Still got the TC, traction control, just like the last time. If you want to see that video, just look up how to use a Jake on Douglas Pass, Highway 139, something to that effect. You'll find it. Throttle up, doing 27, 29. 29 mile per hour, up down 28, downshift. One more downshift. Sorry about that. Up and away. Isn't this fun? Look. Some people comment on my videos, you're driving way too fast. Well, probably am, but I don't drive past my ability. There's a few times I take it to the edge, I'll just say that. When I can't see, of course I slow down, because I don't want to come up on a wreck. And you can't. Dry pavement's one thing, like the fog. You throw snow and ice on there, you can't see. I don't do that. Maybe one of these days I'll get a video like that. Well, even the snow conditions, but you might not be able to see that well in the video, but I can see. Since you're riding shotgun, it's the only one that matters, right? Look how beautiful it is up here. I forgot, am I dying on my battery? Darn it. Sorry, my battery died. We're going to take our chains off up here. Don't need them to go downhill. Even though I've had a few people that are like, oh, you should have your chains on all the time in the snow. You only need them. Actually, you know what? I will. I'll just go down because I don't want to deal with the wind. I'll just go down and do it down there at the bottom. Looks like old Hey Boy made it up. Temperature is beautiful, 15 degrees. Our wind's whipping pretty good up here. I don't know what it's like on the other side. I mean, down there on the flats. 7th gear, full Jake. Like Jake. You're not supposed to use Jake on the snow. I know. It's one of them things you learn after doing it for years. A little bit of breakage there, 20 mile per hour, full Jake. Got a loader over here. Seat out worker, I'm gonna assume. Yep, DOT. Look at that. Can you imagine him going over the edge and push the snow too far? Oops. That would suck. I'm sure he knows where his parameters are. $14 degrees. Drop another 10. Go 20. Go below zero. Are they playing on the radio? See these frost heaves right here? Boom, boom. For you that don't know, frost heaves are moisture in the ground, and then when the freezing temperatures get to it, it freezes and actually expands, raising that part of the road. Vail Pass had a pretty nasty one. They had to put out warning signs in the winter. In summertime it disappeared. As smooth as this right here. So we got a tanker coming up here. Looks like hazmat, but he could be just another type of non-hazardous gas. They're not supposed to put chains on if they can see asphalt because of sparks. Like they're hauling gas, you don't want sparks and gas in the same sentence. He is hazmat. Pulling that hill there pretty good there, brother. No chains. No chains. Now, he can get away with it. Because I can see asphalt. The main reason I did the chains was to show you guys my tires and show you how I chain up. My chains are so tight that I could do 40 mile an hour, even 50, and you just hear a hum. I know that because I've done 50 with my chains on before. There's somebody else going to say, oh my God, you're not supposed to go over 30. Well, a lot of things you're not supposed to do, but you don't test the parameters. You don't test the boundaries. How do you know what you can do and what you can't? And the way I get my chains on so tight, this has got a lot of bumpy right here. There's a lot of frosties. You see when I put my chains on, one of the big secrets is to get your inner link. That's the link in between the two tires. Get them, go 2 or 3 links or 4 links and get them really tight on the inside. Because once you get them on the outside, you can adjust. See, I adjusted that driver's side chain. One more link, which then enabled it extremely hard. I got 4 cam locks on there. It made it extremely hard to get the other 2. But I got 2 of them done, 2 of them not. So some Jake here. Once you have it tight on the inside, you have that flexibility to deal with the outside. And then get them nice and tight. You don't hear no clanking. Whoa. That bump literally started to send me into a tires slip in motion. We're using a lot of brakes on this one here. Andy Jake. Go to England. All my traders going to England. There's no wind down here. 26 mile per hour, 27. Light pressure on the brakes. We'll throw these chains off real quick and we'll get on down the highway. My battery died right at the perfect time. The beautiful scenery on that south side of the pass. Anyway, just to make this video short, I would leave it running to show you how fast we can unchain Melody, but I just want to take them off and get going. I don't want to use too much video space. There's what I want. Let's back it up. What I'm looking for is my chain. My chain hooks, so I can get hooked really quick, unhooked really quick, I should say. I got pulled over in Oregon. I was Spokane, Washington. Sitting in a stoplight. I had my seatbelt resting on below my shoulder. The cop pulled me over because he was sitting there in front of me looking at his mirror. I didn't even notice him because he was in a unmarked car. Anyway, he pulled me over, wrote me up. I was bullshit, dude. So I took my seatbelt off. You guys heard that beeping? He's like, "What's that beeping?" I go, "It's my seatbelt being disconnected." But you're writing me up for not wearing a seatbelt. See you in a bit. Whew. It took a little longer than usual. Oh, not one on duty. On duty. I want driving. Six minutes have transpired since I pulled over. Should have taken me about a little over half that time. 3, maybe 4 minutes. But I had my driver chain on so damn tight that when I went to disconnect the outer arm loop, that loop they stick through and then you bend back around, gives you a little bit of torque ability. The chain got caught in between the other part of the chain and that bar. So I fought it for like about a minute and a half. Pain in the butt. But we're rolling. The temperature is 18 degrees. I don't know if that's from the engine running or we weren't really there that long. See if it drops any. 40 mile per hour. Bouncy, bouncy. A little bit of brake right here. Nice and easy. Just lower. Oh, a little too fast for that one there. We're at 27 mile per hour now. No, it's too fast when the dry pavement sign tells you 30. Okay, so you got the seat chains. I'll review this, see how good it is. I should have reviewed my other one. Going through New Mexico. I'm over here calling it November 19th or November 9th. And the viewers pointed that out to me. He's like, "I'm not sure if I heard that correctly. I had to go back." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I don't know what the heck happened." Okay. If that's the only places that I mess up is in speech like that, I'm okay. You don't want to mess up on the highway. 40 mile per hour again to get out of these here. I kick it up a little bit. I'm not rushing a deadline. I have plenty of time to get there. I don't really want to be in the Salt Lake City traffic. I got a drop in Vernal, Utah, 2 in Salt Lake City, and 1 in Murray, which is pretty much a suburb of Salt Lake City. And I'm not sure where I'm going after that. Oh, see it, Frosties? Ooh. Bouncy all over the place. I'm gonna have to read this road better. I don't think I've ever really been over this road in the tail end of winter. The beginning of the tail end. I need to lock my gear. We are at 33 mile per hour. So it's, the frost heaves have had a chance to grow. So I'm going to have to keep a watchful eye out. A plow truck came to the bottom and turned around and split. See that? Look at this road. I noticed when I put chains on the bottom of Douglas Pass, the plow truck came up behind me, pulled off into the chain up area, and then waved to me. I waved back, and then he turned around and went back towards the freeway. There must be just one guy, because we saw that one plow truck coming down, so there must be one guy plowing both sides of the pass. We're 57 mile per hour. It is 65, I believe. I'm not sure. 18 degrees, so we're okay at that temperature. I'm going to break it down here a little bit. Look around that corner, I can see grip on right on the corner. Here goes another tanker. I bet you he is not going to chain up. I totally would have made it up and over that pass without chains. Oh, I let me disconnect my axle. Got my axle interlock. What I do like this when I'm rolling, when I want to disconnect my axle, or even if I'm going to connect it, I let up on the throttle, just get in a coasting mode, because you don't want to be spinning your axle while you move it in and out. And then just turn it off. Okay, you guys have all seen this before. 50 mile per hour, probably going to hang right here about 50. Maybe 50, 55. I'll see you in a bit.